Scene anyway.
No, you're there.
God, I
It's
know.
on. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Oh. Hi. I didn't realize she had hit the button.
I hit the button.
Hey, wait, did we shut the door all the way?
Yes. No.
No,
Fix that.
fix that. Get up.
Here, hold on. Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hi. Hi,
Well,
everybody.
good evening from
Raleigh.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Or Tiffany's couch.
Becca said she's not good.
So I just saw what you just saw a little bit ago, where the
Oh
LinkedIn.
my gosh, my hair. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't mind too. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Ian loved the tour, Brenda says.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
So if you guys are new and you don't know, this is Becca from Sew Becca, and then on this side is Ian from Off Kilter Crafter Ian. That name, I'm telling
You've
you,
been doing it all night.
all night. I
Off
can't.
Kilter.
I can't say words properly today. Like all day, all night so far. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Horrible. So you've got a few people in the chat. I will be your Iron Man tonight.
Iron Man's there too. He's gonna get jelly.
Okay, I will be Iron Man's deputy.
There
Okay.
you go. That works.
I am deputy.
What's Ian's role?
He's a
Comic
Comedy relief. We said it at the same time. Comedic relief.
That's totally fine. So as
Hilarious.
questions come up in the chat, ask them. I'll ask them out. I think what we were planning to do tonight is
Is
Tiffany was going to show
show-
a haul.
Show everything that I got from QuiltCon.
Oh,
Now,
I'm probably
we
gonna have
wanted-
to do that too at some point.
Yeah. I figured I'd just do mine
If you
now.
wanted.
No, not tonight. Not tonight. I'll do it on my
Yeah.
channel at some
But
point.
Tiffany's going to do hers tonight, but she wanted to make sure to reminding her. So by reminding, I'm just going to say it. The stuff that she's showing, some of the stuff was gifts, some of it was purchases she made.
And some of it was giveaway winnings.
Yes, she did win some
Giveaway.
things. Yeah.
And giveaway winnings that somebody didn't want and said, Tiffany, it's purple, here.
So we'll go through them. I don't know that we're going to be able to remember everything that everybody bought. So
Yep.
rather than being like, and this is from so-and-so, we're just going to show you the things that we got and why she likes them.
And these are just my things. You're not getting Becca's or Ian's because, you know, they have their own channels. You got to go subscribe.
Yes, please. Exclamation Ian, exclamation Becca. There you go. A couple of comments. Why don't you go ahead and get your first item that you want to talk about, and I'll read off. I'll read off the
I'm curious.
guess who, Nancy? You drove too fast today. I was not going maximum speed. Okay. Let's see. We also had another one up here. Hello to all from Kathy D's Creative Chaos. Making my way home from QuiltCon. Be safe traveling all. Loved meeting you all. Hello.
Hello.
Well, on that note, this was my sticker. It's a bobbin butterfly. So if you received one of these, put a heart in the chat. Yeah.
Susan Euro wants to know how QuiltCon is or was. And I think that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah.
It's like what our experience was with QuiltCon. Sitting under quilts, by the way.
Yeah,
You can't tell.
we're
but we are
quilting it
all
up.
Cuddled on the
Under
couch,
quilts.
sharing. Like I kind of got the best of both worlds because Tiffany's got a quilt,
Mhm.
Ian's got a quilt, and I've got both quilts.
Look at, we got some hearts in the chat.
I got a quilt.
Yeah.
I got a quilt even that I didn't bring one, but one was given to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you did. Did you
yeah.
tell people yet?
I haven't told them yet, so they'll have to check out my channel.
Yeah, you'll have to check out Ian's.
Ian got a. So I am sworn to secrecy. Can't say who sent it, but some subscribers. There were 3 different subscribers sent packages to my house for Ian.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so I picked Ian up from the airport, and then we got back to the hotel, and I said, "You have packages." And he was like, "Oh, from who?" I was like, "Nope,
Nope.
nope." So we let him open boxes
Mhm.
without paying attention to return address and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
for those of you that maybe you're watching,
Somebody
Look at
may
the
say-
hearts. Yeah.
so many hearts, cute sticker. Anyway,
Teresa
She
put
typed
heart.
heart.
Yeah, she probably thought the emoji was going to come on. Heart. Heart. I see you. I see you. I see you.
That's the that's
The
how the
new
new
one?
kids are doing
Yeah.
it. Like
I don't know how to
I don't
do
know
that
how
one.
to. I don't. I'm.
Looks like
I'm trying.
I know.
Like,
I
keep
tried
going.
too. I'm like a millennial, and I'm like I don't understand the cool kids now.
Like
you
like
do it.
this?
Gen Z.
No,
Like that?
no.
No, the new
so
kids
the
are-
This
millennials
one's
are
got
like
devil
this.
ears.
No, the millennials do this, but if you watch like TikTok and stuff, the other kids are like
They use their. I
they're
don't know
like
how
they
do it.
they use
I
like
don't know.
their fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just like, what are you doing right now?
I don't
It's
know. I
oh
don't know how to do it.
whatever. Okay.
So first thing I got is a sticker collection box. And guess what? It has stickers in it.
Oh, can I see?
You want to see my stickers? I don't got very many stickers. I got my own sticker. It's going to go where? On the Juki. I got a Cotton Cuts sticker. Well, it's actually
It's
a patch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Cotton Cuts patch. I got a sticker that says QuiltCon 2024. And you guys know I'm a serial quilter. And this is going on the Juki right here. Because you guys all know me, pedal to the floor.
We've got comments in the chat. Can you turn up your volume, please? No, we
Well,
cannot.
technically, I can turn.
No,
Yeah,
that's not going to
that's
turn
not
it.
gonna help our volume, unfortunately.
No, it does when I've done it.
Really?
Yeah, and
Oh.
also on my microphone thing when I turn the volume thing.
All right. Cool.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe that helped.
Maybe that did.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I've done it before and it just turns it up. It's like the
Okay.
full phone volume. I got
Let
it.
us know if that worked. If
Yeah.
it didn't,
Yeah.
There's not much else we can do.
well,
Yeah,
we
there's
do
nothing
have-
we can do.
do have the other microphones,
true.
but we would
We
just
could
have to keep.
unplug it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I like big quilts and I cannot lie.
I like big quilts and I cannot.
Right? Then I got Rose City Originals because I ran into him today. Or yesterday and today, technically, but we talked yesterday, you know. Then I got a QuiltCon sticker here with a Bargello quilt. And I got two of these because, you know, these were the ones Becca had. And I just magically had two.
And the pedal to the floor is perfect for you.
Yeah, right? Then a Sewing Diva, shiny sticker. And I don't know what that is because I can't see it, but it's a sewing needle.
Scott says, I can hear nothing changed when you turn volume up, but volume is good.
Yeah.
And a few, everybody else is saying sound is fine, volume is good. And one person said, everybody sounds good, but Becca was low. So I just will project my voice more.
Yeah, you just gotta yell.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Quilting is mindful. I'm just gonna go fast with these because there's quite a bit. A little guy from, what does that say on it? I can't see exactly.
Color Whisper.
Color Whisper.
Color Whisper.
That's the threaded lines.
Uh-huh. And then I got Made
yeah.
with Love and Swear Words. A
I just turned the volume down. You guys are crazy.
Blockbuster. Another Becca sticker. How did I get so many of your stickers?
I have no idea.
I got a bananas. If you guys watch Ian's channel, you'll see the quilt.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
You know what I'm talking about. I got a social butterfly. That's also going to go on the Juki. Whimsy Maker.
So people are asking you where,
Did the stickers come from?
yeah, where did the stickers
So they
from?
come from booths and stuff. A lot of them were free. Content creators were passing them out, like me, Becca, and Ian. And then some were just people walking around handing them out. Just to pretty much collect stickers at QuiltCon thing.
That's
And then a lot of the booths had stickers for purchase. I didn't buy any, so that's why my collection is lame. Got that one.
that's one of the things that QuiltCon is known for is the stickers.
I got
Everybody
me a
collects
Care
stickers.
Bear.
I loved it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I got a pair of scissors.
Ooh, I didn't get the scissors.
Yeah, I got little scissors.
Can I see those? Thanks.
I got knitting sticker, and I had 4 stickers left of my own. I guess they're gonna go on all of my machines. The rest of my machines, and some ones that came in the sticker thing. Wound up, keep it together, something ripping good.
So Kate is asking, do you guys trade
And
stickers
stuff.
like Taylor Swift bracelets?
Yeah.
Probably. Yes.
But there was also a lot of Taylor Swift like bracelets as well.
Yeah, I got a handful
Yeah.
of those. In fact, one of the booths that I went to on the first day, it was, what was the name of it? I'm trying to, Slightly Biased Quilts.
Mhm.
She's a pattern writer, and I walked in and I bought a quilt kit minus some sky fabric because I want to pull from my stash for that. So I bought the fabric bundle and her pattern for this really cute little star and tree quilt, and I told her I was really excited to do it, and I gave her a sticker, and she was like, "Ooh, can I give you something?" She reached into her drawer and she had only like 10 of these, but it was a little charm bracelet that said Slightly Biased, and so I wore it all weekend long.
Such a good
Aw.
name.
Yeah.
So then we went to the it's Figo, right?
Figo, Figo,
Figo.
Sure.
Figo.
Can I at least get it right? What is the correct?
Figo?
Correct. Figo,
Figo,
right?
Figo. Yeah.
Figo. So we went to the Figo booth,
Mhm.
and it's a fabric company, and they had a spin the wheel, and we all spun the wheel.
Mhm.
This is the one I got. I got 2 fat quarters on my spin the wheel instead of 1, or a fat quarter bundle, which Becca got. Just
Wait,
so-
okay, so that was funny. So you go up there and you spin the wheel, and each section of the wheel has a different thing. Try again, spin again, free mini charm pack, free fat quarter. But there's one wedge that said free fat quarter bundle.
Mhm.
And so I went up there, and it was like 3 slots away from where it had landed before. So I said, Mr. Bone Sews was volunteering at that booth.
Mhm.
So I moved it and said, Mr. Bone Sews said I could have a fat quarter bundle. Kick, kick, kick. And I looked at her, and the lady behind the booth goes,
No.
just dead. And I was like, okay, I was joking. I figured, I didn't really think she was going to give me one. So I just gave it a spin, and it landed on
On the fat quarter bundle.
So it was like a 5-piece. It wasn't
We should
like
have
a
done
ton.
that.
I know,
We
right?
should have done that.
I
So
thought
I got
about that.
this. It has the white, and then it's got purple. And then Ian spun it, and he also won 2 fat quarters. So it's got purple. So he passed it to me, and then a gray one.
I figured you could do more with it than
Yeah.
what I could. So.
I just make a wallet.
Folks are at, there
Or
are a
something.
couple of questions in here asking specifically how you did with all the walking. Do you want to address that before?
Oh, yeah. So the first 2 hours on Thursday, we go inside. What? Am I
No.
missing something?
No. I'm just, for dramatic effect, tell your story.
I took wheelchair service at the airport.
Mhm.
I didn't have to walk. At Becca's house, all I had to do was go upstairs. No walking.
I
And
carried her everywhere in my pocket.
yeah, I'm her pocket pal.
Be very careful with that. Be very, very careful with that.
And then, so we get here on Wednesday and we go out to dinner. Really not much walking. So on Thursday, we go to QuiltCon.
Hi.
And I walked the first 2 hours. And I told Becca, nope, I'm going back to the room. I need the walker.
So my mother-in-law, and my mom both have walkers at
Walkers.
my house with a little seat on them that you push around. They need them. And so I had been asking Tiffany for months, Tiffany, are you sure you don't need a scooter? No, I bought new shoes. I'm practicing walking. I was like, Tiffany, are you sure you don't need a walker? Nope, I'm good. If there's nothing, this woman is stubborn. So I'm like, all right, okay, listen, I'm not going to push this. We're going to have a good time. So I was like, listen, when you get to the airport, at least get the wheelchair service. Well, we'll see, but I think I'll be okay.
And Scott's going to be saying, yep.
Scott texted me when she left and said, hallelujah, she got a wheelchair. So I was like, okay. So she did the wheelchair service for all the things. And then when she got to the house, she was pretty good. But I told her, I was like, we didn't get you the ECD, but I did put you on a wait list for one in case one pops up.
Yeah.
Will you please at least just take a walker? She's like, well, I got my cane. I was like, Tiffany, we're taking the walker. So we put the walker in the car and we brought it in here. And day one, we get Wednesday night. She's
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm using my cane. And then Thursday, she goes over for the first 2 hours with her cane. Walker's left in the room. I was like, okay, all right. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. She came back before lunch and got the daggone walker.
Mhm.
And so she used the walker Thursday and
Yeah.
Friday, which I think you said was a big help.
It was a help, but definitely because it's mainly standing. So every time I sat, and then I would get like numb legs, and I'd have to stand back up again. And I'm holding myself. I'm mainly using my arms to stay off my legs because they were spasming like so bad. So bad. But I have magic hands right here for my feet. So he helped the spasms calm down.
Yep.
So Thursday and Friday I had the walker, and then Mary so generously brought her mom's scooter,
Which we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
which we had a lot of fun with, and you guys will eventually see
All the
some
things.
footage of all that
All the
stuff,
things.
because
That was fun.
yeah, you just have to see it. There's no explaining it.
Scott said, she's on Rebecca. You know that. Yeah. So she did have an ECV for the past couple of days, and Ian has these hands that just instinctively are like, ooh, this is the spot that needs to be rubbed.
Yeah.
And it sucks the pain right out of you. He has magic fingers, best massage, G-rated. So don't take that where it doesn't need to be. But every night we came back from QuiltCon, and I would see Tiffany go sit in the bed, and her feet would be on there, and then Ian would just walk in and just plop onto the bed and just sit there and rub her feet for a good half an hour or so.
Yep.
And then you would hear Tiffany go, oh.
Sorry, Scott. His are better. I think we're gonna hire him as my personal masseuse.
That was fun.
Toss.
So that I think that helped you. And then today and yesterday, you didn't really walk very much.
No, I didn't walk. Just
She-
for photos
she
with
did.
you guys out there that took photos with me, and like little things, like because I couldn't fit, the scooter doesn't fit in half the booths. I didn't understand that with the QuiltCon. They knew lots of people need scooters and stuff, but you couldn't get into the booths with
Oh
them.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Nice.
so everybody that was on a scooter had to literally get up outside and then walk into the booth. So if you were fully handicapped and can't walk, there was no going into certain booths at
Right,
all whatsoever.
Right.
Especially on Thursday and Friday. Totally hand-packed elbow to
Yeah.
elbow. There was no getting around people at all. So even with my walker, couldn't do it. Yeah.
So Sherry's asking, what did you do to your foot? Do you want to explain?
No, my feet are both messed up. So one foot has plantar fasciitis. The other one used to have plantar fasciitis. I got surgery, didn't work, and it's messed up. Now I have tarsal tunnel in it, and I also have where my toe is going sideways with a bunion. It's starting to annoy me. Anyways, but my legs are actually what's the worst because I have MS. So if you've been following my channel, you know I have multiple sclerosis, and the nerves are messed up in my legs. So when I start using the muscles, the nerves, they literally shock me constantly. And that causes my legs to like jerk. You can ask God, the jerk, I kick people, it's no fun. And it makes it hard to walk, like very hard to walk. So, especially QuiltCon.
Well, let's keep on the bright note, right? So what else did you get from QuiltCon?
Well, the
'Cause I see
same,
you fondling fabric.
I'm playing with, I got my hand in the bag. It's hefty. So the FIGO booth also had a table. This was kind of funny, actually. So the lady's like, there's
Sorry.
scraps here. You can take however much scraps you want. I said, so I can
Don't
just...
ever tell that to Tiffany.
Yeah.
I said,
Don't.
I said, so
Don't
I could
say
swipe
that.
the table into my bag? She said, no, leave a couple for somebody else. So I said I could take this. No, leave a little bit for somebody. What's your little bit, lady? Sorry if you're watching. So I was like, okay, so I picked through and grabbed all the purple. So I have purple little scraps. Yep. And some are like teal, which is Becca's favorite color right
Oh,
here.
thank you. She bought me a scrap.
I didn't buy it. It was free.
Ooh, it's soft.
Yeah, it's really soft fabric, like
What is
super
this?
soft. I have no idea. It's FIGO fabric, but
It's
Dreamscape.
yeah,
Oh, Jinx. You owe me a quote.
but it's
Oh.
like super
I don't
super
remember
soft
how
and
that
silky.
I don't know.
Anyways, it's pretty.
It feels like Liberty fabric.
It also
Yeah.
feels like
Yeah.
that other one that I just recently made a quilt with, and I
Oh.
said this is so silky. I was
Oh.
making it in a video. I don't remember what
Do
video
you
it was.
like it?
But I was like, every fabric from their line is that soft. Anyways, so I got a bag of scraps and somehow I got one random brown thing.
Peggy is saying, if Tiffany didn't do much walking, how did she get all those stickers? Because she drove the scooter. to
Because
all the
I
booths.
rode the scooter. Actually, no, I sped the scooter.
She did. And so Saturday and Sunday, actually, it was kind of helpful. Janice is in the chat from The Right Way. She said, Tiffany, thank you so much for riding me over to meet everybody else.
Yes.
So one of the advantages to having that is Tiffany would go off and left. You turn around, she'd be gone. So she'd
That's
be
not my fault. Shiny. Shiny.
It's not wrong. So she'd be off looking at something, and then somebody'd be like, "Oh, Tiffany, I wanted to meet Ian," and she's like, "I know where he is," and she'd zoom.
And take them over to that person. Yeah, and then some of them were phone calls, making sure where they were at, where I left them last. And sometimes they just fully
Can
disappeared.
I see that fabric? Somebody's asking if it's art gallery. I don't think
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
No, it was.
No, it's
No.
not art gallery. It
It's-
feels like art gallery.
Yeah,
but
that's
softer.
art gallery. It feels
But-
like art gallery.
Yeah.
But it's
But it's not.
softer. It's softer than art gallery.
Dreamscape,
No, that's the
Josephine
line.
something. This one is, I don't know. This one has no salvage on it. No salvage. I don't know. There's some of them have salvages. Some
It's
of them do not.
rayon. It's 100% rayon. It's right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it is. It's
So it's
rayon.
clothing fabric.
No,
Not
you
necessarily.
can make a quilt out of
Oh,
rayon.
you can put anything in a quilt.
Yeah. I
I
yes,
approve
you
of
could-
that.
You could use this is
Yeah.
it's rayon. That's
Either
the
way,
rayon
it's
quilt.
silky smooth,
Mhm.
and I like it.
Oh, Nancy said I'm supposed to pinch him, poke him, and then say you owe me a cookie.
Pinch, poke,
Isn't it
owe me a
something
Coke.
about- Isn't it something about like you have to say their name 3 times or something like that?
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea. But Debbie said, "Is that Ian?"
Is that Ian?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So the other thing I got was a fanny pack, and
Mhm.
it actually came in handy for
I feel
my
like there's a
fanny.
joke I feel like there's a joke there.
About a fanny pack?
Fanny. I don't know. I feel like that. Keep going.
So it's just a whatever. They didn't honestly make these very. I mean, they're made fine,
They're fine.
whatever, but
It's like 2 inches
It's-
shy.
it's kind of small.
It's 2 inches shy from my belly, but I found a trick.
It
And I
holds your
don't know-
pants up.
I don't know if anybody out there has this problem because I know sometimes some of us are bigger people, so the fanny pack didn't go all the way around my waist, so I left it short,
Mhm.
and I fed it through a couple of belt
Mhm.
loops and then just closed it. So it looked
And
like
it's
it
a
was
fanny
around,
pack.
and it worked, and it held my pants up too. So
I got a bag of clips, binding clips that
You got
have
the blue ones.
yeah, they
I
have
got the
letters
pink
and
ones.
numbers
I got the
on
pink
them
ones,
already that they come on them. So you can see it has letters and numbers. So a whole little bag of some clips.
Mhm. I got one of those too.
And then out of the free stuff from somebody's bag, they gave me some snips. In the backside, I put some business cards. I love these kind of snips. They're the best snips ever in the whole wide
I
world.
can tell you those came in her free bag. So when you show up for QuiltCon on your name badge, if you pre-bought a swag bag for like $30 or whatever, there was a little star, and then you got to
Entered
check
you
it off.
into a drawing.
No,
No.
let me fit. No, hold on. The little star was because they pre-bought. They
Mhm.
got that one. The other one is the one you're talking
Mhm.
about.
Yeah, the drawing.
So there's the other one. If you registered within the first week, I think it was, random people were selected to get the goodie bag.
Yeah.
And Mary got one, and I got one,
Mhm.
and I think Mary gave me some stuff out
Yeah,
of
she
that.
gave me
yeah.
stuff out of it.
I think those scissors might have been out of that
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
It used to be whenever QuiltCon first got started. It used to be the first. I think it was like the first 1,000 people that signed up got that free bag. But then when they had tech
Someone tried to
issues
scratch my
and
back?
stuff,
I know you
When
like
they-
scratches.
Yes.
when they had the tech issues and stuff, they decided to switch from like the first 1,000 to just random selection.
Wait a minute. Debbie's saying, Becca, did you see the airplane on Facebook?
There's an airplane on
There's an
Facebook.
airplane on Facebook.
Nope.
I'll go. I know because I've been kind of disconnected for the past 3 days.
Yeah,
I'll
we've
keep
been
looking.
disconnected.
You have a little.
I got
goodie bag?
some patterns from someone, a subscriber, friend, whatever, you know what I mean, who had some patterns that she didn't want. So I got that one, which is Geneva. It's so Emma. That's what it is. It's so Emma pattern.
Yep.
And then a Chroma Colors pattern from Our Family Patterns. It's an intermediate pattern. That's what it looks like. Obviously, when I make it, it won't look like that. And then an open gate pattern. I didn't see this one in my own personal pattern, so I'm gonna make it. Then I got a sucker, but I haven't sucked on it yet. Then I got some chapstick, but I haven't chapped on them yet. And then Mary didn't want her little ruler things, and I actually always lose my measuring tapes, the ones that are you roll them
Yeah.
up naturally
Yeah.
on your own and you put them. I'm always losing them. I'm not gonna lose this because you just pull it out and I can do my measuring.
Do you lose them or does your cat take them?
No, my cat doesn't touch any of it because it's usually in a drawer, but somehow, some way, it ends up in the bottom of something.
Got
So
it.
I got 2 of those. Some candy that came with stickers. Then-
Scott's asking, Becca, please tell her to show her earrings up close.
Oh yeah, I will show my earrings. I made my earrings at a booth, and it is something I actually paid for so far.
But they were relatively cheap. It was a
Yeah.
craft that you
It
got
was
to
a
make.
craft that I got to make. So, you know what? I'm just gonna take it out of my ear.
There you go. Put your hand up behind
There's
it.
2 of
I
those.
So, stop moving and wiggling. There we go. So it looks like a butterfly, but it's actually a moth. But I got it because it looks like a butterfly. Moths and butterflies look alike. So it's like a
Oh.
little moth, and I made it to where they face forward instead of sideways. I had to bend all the little things and stuff. So I made my own earrings, which go in the hole that I already have earrings in. So it's double the earrings, double the fun.
Those are nice, Tiffany.
Yes, oh, that one.
All the stuff that you were showing us was free. The past few items were free.
Some
to
of them
her.
were free. Like this. This was free. This was in a goodie bag, and Mary didn't want it, so I got it. So it's just a little ruler from Modern Quilt Guild.
Mhm.
It's
Speaking of
it's
make-
supposed to be the postcard size.
Ten by
okay.
seven.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yep.
Speaking of Mary, somebody asked where Mary is. She's on her way
She's
back
on her
home.
way back home to South Carolina,
Oh,
or else
okay.
she would be here.
Yep.
I've had multiple comments asking me if I'm tired.
We're all
tired.
We're all tired.
Can you tell in my voice?
Yeah,
Am I talking?
Tiffany and I have spent a lot of time together. Ian and I have spent a lot of time together, and Mary and I obviously have spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
And the 3 of them have seen me when my social battery completely depletes,
Mhm.
because I go from yeah, and then all of a sudden I get to a point where I just go,
And then she falls asleep.
or I get giddy if sleep is deprived of me or quiet time is deprived of me. So
Yeah.
there's been a lot of like that, like getting to that depleted point
Yeah.
and running on like empty and then going into slap happy mode.
Mhm.
So I am kind of like in that slap happy mode a little bit because I'm,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so yes, I am tired, but I'm not tired enough to sleep and I'm enjoying my time.
Brandy asked, "Is this the last night?" Yes, today is the last day of QuiltCon. It is officially done and over. Oh, look,
Yeah.
the moon's coming up. Whoa!
That's not the moon.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
it is the moon.
That's the moon.
That's the
100%.
moon. It'll be up fully in a minute. That's the moon.
Whoa! Sorry, guys.
We have
the
a
moon-
window view from the 3rd floor, and the moon is coming up. It's amazing.
Bright, big, bright, and,
And
orange. Looks like a pumpkin.
So on what day did we meet Karen Brown?
Oh, well, which time?
Friday.
Well, obviously we set Karen
That was
Brown a
Friday, I
bazillion
think.
times, but the meetup was Friday, right?
So Friday
Friday.
morning, Karen Brown from Just Get It Done
Okay.
Quilts
Yep.
did a meetup for her channel members at the convention center before.
Sorry, I'm looking at
Oh,
Michelle.
Before it
Michelle.
opened the doors
Yeah,
for the
so
day.
we went and hung out upstairs. So what she's about to show you is a freebie from Karen.
Yep, Karen put this little QuiltCon together.
No,
Yeah. this
Karen
was-
Brown gave you the ones that said Just Get It Done Quilts.
No, she'd had the QuiltCon 24 ones too.
Oh,
She
okay.
put some QuiltCon 24 ones
Okay.
because she was running out of letters.
Oh, okay.
So I got a little QuiltCon bracelet.
I didn't get one of them. I got one of them underwear ones.
Linda, I would love to be able to show you the moon, but unfortunately, if we turn this camera around, it would not show up.
Yeah,
very well
instead
on
it would
camera.
show a desk filled with stickers and car keys.
And you would see a moon that's about the size of a pinpoint.
Yeah.
It just
It looks
You
doesn't.
want to
really
take
awesome.
a picture and post it on Facebook? Maybe I can do it from here. Hold on. This is where everybody pulls out a phone,
Yep.
zooms in on the dot that's the size of a dime, and posts it to Facebook. We'll put it in Tiffany's Facebook group.
It's gonna go in the Facebook group, so if you have Facebook group, go look at it. And then I got a Stitchin' Bitchin' little pin. Oh, show up right
There you
there.
go. Put your hand behind it.
I know, right? There we go. I was trying to get the shadow from the light off of it. So I got a Stitchin' Bitchin' pin, and then
Melissa said the earrings are so cute, but you'll have to pretend that they're butterflies because moths eat fabric.
moths eat me. If you guys didn't know, back in the day, you guys witnessed moth while long arm quilting in my garage bite me. Moths bite too. humans, to be exact. Here is I cannot read the whole thing, but it says QuiltCon International something pin from QuiltCon, so it's a full-on QuiltCon
Is
pin.
that QuiltCon or is that Houston?
Or it could be the Houston
That's
one.
the Houston show.
I don't know, I can't tell because I can't read it.
Yeah, it's the
says
Houston show.
2023.
Okay, so it's the Houston one, and that was from Bill anyway. Yeah, that's where it came from. And then everybody knows I have a cassette tape tattooed on me right here on my chest, part of my musical note thing. So I got a cassette tape from the Radical Quilter.
That's actually from Love So Modern.
Yeah.
Her name is Erin Grogern. You guys may have seen her on my channel. She's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
She designed a pattern that looks like those cassette
Cassette
tapes. It's
tapes.
called the Radical Cassettes.
Yep. And then I got one from Crimson Tate.
Mhm. I love that
Shine
one.
Bright Crimson
I
Tate.
love that pen.
This
I
one I
got
don't-
one too, and I'm so excited.
There we go. Right there. You can see because it's mirroring the screen. It's like a mirror, but that one's showing up good. And then
I do not at the moment, thank you.
I keep doing this because I'm yawning and I don't want everybody to see me yawn.
What does it say?
And so
Shelley.
Shelly's like, does Ian have gas? Because I keep going.
Oh, we wouldn't know because we're covered in quilts, honestly.
I mean, we're pretty close.
And then I got a flower
There
pin.
goes the little
It's just a little flower,
Oh, there we go.
blue flower. And then from a lot of the booths, they were giving away free stuff. So I got a Riley Blake bag. This is gonna come in handy for me to shove more junk in, honestly.
Junk in your trunk.
Yep. Put
I
some
don't
junk.
know how.
No, it's gonna be junk in your trunk because you're the import.
That's true. That's true.
I'm lying. Which is a good segue to Susie K's comment. Are you all going back to Becca's house for a couple of days?
Yes, we're going to Becca's. We're leaving tomorrow morning back to Becca's house, all three of us.
Mhm.
And then we'll be there all week. And Saturday we're going to the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Fest in, what is it called? Hampton, right?
Yep.
In Hampton, Virginia. We'll be there on Saturday, 9 a.m.-ish or so till 4 p.m. whenever, and then we'll be leaving. That's the only day we'll be there. So a lot of you that met us here are actually going there
Mhm.
also. So for those that live local, or at least mostly local. So we'll see you guys there as well.
And if you're going to be at the Dallas Quilt Show in March, sorry, Tiffany, I'm going to plug myself for a second.
Yep.
Check me out because I will be at the Dallas Quilt Show if you are in the DFW area, and that's happening in March. I don't remember the days. Somebody told me, and I forgot already.
It's like right after you get home. So
Yeah,
you're
it's-
doing the quilt thing like me because
Yeah.
I just had a quilt show, came
Let
here,
me
had a
see.
quilt show.
Let me see.
Yep.
So Deborah at work
Hi, Deborah.
is
Not Kirk.
Not Kirk is asking, do you have any of your stickers that you were handing out left? So can I have your sticker container? She wants to see what they were.
Oh.
Can we show them? Ian?
That's what it was.
Mhm.
Which one? That's
That's
yours?
mine.
Mhm.
Ian's and mine are in your tin.
Yep. And Ian had. Becca will find it
Perfect.
while I grab my next item. I've never sewn. You guys already know this because you watch all my videos. I've not sewn cork yet.
What?
Really?
No, I usually just vinyl and just vinyl and leather so far,
know that.
and cotton stuff, thick cotton stuff.
Oh, shit.
So I
Although
got.
I never sewed with pleather or vinyl or anything like that until today, and then I went through, or yesterday, and I went through 6 layers of it on a Juki.
Oh wow.
Melissa, I'm jealous that Crimson Tate is your local store. I'm jealous. I love Heather so much.
Tell
All
Heather
right.
to send us stuff.
So here's my cork. It's got butterflies on it. I mean, obviously, you guys know me. Purple butterflies are the things that I'm gonna get, right? And I got a purple to go with it, so it matches perfectly.
Yes.
And then I got a threaded lines pattern to go with the cork to make wallets, just so that I
can we
could
tell
try
them
it.
about threaded
Not yet.
lines? Okay.
Not yet. Let's. We have something maybe coming up with threaded lines. We're waiting for them to give us more details because we
So
want to make
stay
sure
tuned.
that you have.
Yeah, so stay
stuff
tuned.
available. Stay tuned.
Explanation mark. Explanation.
Explanation mark. Explanation mark.
Explanation, Becca. Exclamation Ian.
Exclamation.
Pay attention to the channels. I'm telling you, I cannot talk all day today. It's probably an MS flare coming on, and it's going to destroy my verbalicity.
Tiff.
My verbalicity, is that a word? No.
My verbalicity.
That's my new word, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay,
Okay. For those that do not know,
Verbalicity. Verbalicity.
for those that do not know, I watch all sorts of movies.
This is Ian's sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, here, let's bring that close. That's Ian's.
Mm-hmm.
It matches his quilt.
This is
It
my
is my
sticker.
quilt.
Yeah, that is his quilt. And that's Becca's sticker.
And this was Tiffany's.
And obviously, this one was mine. And didn't you have a second one?
This one was Donna. Oh yeah, I did.
No, no. Which one? Which one's Donna's?
This one was.
It was the Bargello one, wasn't it?
Yep, this
Yeah.
one was
Mhm.
Donna's.
This one was handmade by Ying with Donna.
And
So
there
if
are
you-
some others in here from other content creators, but
And
I'm not
there's
gonna
others,
fish them
and
all
I
out.
don't remember which ones or what.
Beth had a ton of them. I'll
Yeah.
tell you, this one was my favorite.
Yeah, this one came from our friend Beth. Not Beth
it-
Goody from Good Goods, but another Beth, our friend.
Tiffany's new BFF.
My new BFF. Hey,
Hey,
Beth.
Beth.
Hey, Beth. Because we know you're watching. And then.
Scott says hi. Scott, Beth might be coming for a visit.
Sheila is asking, hi, I watched Ian's live earlier today, enjoyed seeing the quilt. Is there certain days that QuiltCon is for vendors only? No, there are, the vendors are always open when the quilt show is open. The quilt show is always open when the vendors are open. They're both in the same spot most of the time. Not as in Atlanta, they were on 2 different floors, but most of the time at QuiltCon, they're going to be in the same space at the same time, and they have the same hours.
Yep. So this was all, this QuiltCon is in a, what is that called? A convention center. All one floor this time. Obviously, you had to go up floors or down floors to get in and out of the place, but it was all on one level.
Mhm.
So I watch movies, lots of them, and if you guys know The Ring, this is the Ring fabric. And guess what? It glows in the dark. So I'm gonna make bag out of it.
Mhm.
And then
So
I
Carrie
got,
says, I have the eggplant cork as well.
oh,
She has that one.
oh, awesome. Well, I just got a tiny little bit to try it because I have no idea.
That's
I
okay.
don't know if I'm
I've
gonna
got
like
cork
it.
back at my house too, so if you like it, you can leave. I'll send some home with you.
You gonna cork me?
Hey, Miss Moon.
I did.
I know, but I had to get off that topic.
I also got some skull fabric. Again, it glows in the dark. Sorry, I have a thing for glow in the dark fabric. Ever since I realized some fabrics glow in the dark, I get them now. Then I think Bill gave this one to me when he was at FIGO. He won this. I don't even know what it is. Charm squares or something. I don't know. But it's a little tiny bundle from when he spun the wheel. So obviously you can make a little bag or something out of what's here. It's very small. And then I got a pin. Obviously I don't care about that. The Grace Company was giving out these little things. I don't know what it is, and I'll probably see what it is later. I got 2 of them because I passed the second time, literally like 5 minutes later, and she's like, "Want a free?" Like she never even seen me before. Want a free sample?
Okay.
Okay. And then I got gifted to me from some friends. They may or may not be sitting in the room. I got an AccuQuilt 5-inch, 4.5-inch finish. Did you go by the 4.5-inch finish or 5-inch?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They're 5-inch so that I can cut my scraps down because I cut a lot of 5-inch squares, and I got a go thing to go with it, the mat.
Tiffany, did you bring enough suitcases to take all the stuff home?
Well, I took a quilt out of the suitcase that I brought with me, so now it's completely empty. And the quilt is on her bed.
Mhm.
And you can see pictures of it on Instagram. It's shared on Instagram. So if you guys are on Instagram or even go to Instagram, you can just go to @tiffanysquiltinglife and you'll find me and the picture I posted of a big giant quilt that I made on a video. You guys know which one it is. For my friend, well, this is the friend. So she got a giant quilt from me.
Judy was asking, are you off next week or do you have to work? I have to work. So does Ian.
I do too. Yeah.
Yep.
Tiffany's the only one that.
Technically,
you
I
are
work.
working from my house.
I'm just working from her house. So if I decide I want to make a video, which I didn't do the other day when I was there, I made a quilt in like 2 hours. I don't even know. I let it sit for like 5 minutes and then came back to it and it was done.
Awesome. Okay. Wait a minute. So, funny story. Our friend Bill likes to watch Tiffany when he goes to sleep because the sound of the machine makes him go to sleep. He said it's like a machine gun. And so
he says he goes to bed watching, and I just started the block. And by the time he takes
a 45-minute nap.
It happened here.
Yeah, and by the time he wakes up from that nap, I'm done.
There's a quilt.
There's a quilt. I got this from a friend who went to a place that I've never been to. It's called Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
And it's like the best gas station, better than Pilots and Flying J's and all those things. So this is a gift that's going to go into my bathroom, in the middle bathroom. It's just going to sit on the back of the toilet.
Donna's saying, I don't do Instagram. I won't get to see the quilt. Yes, you will. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm going to be making a video of everything for my whole trip, all in one, whatever. I don't know the word because it's not coming to me right now.
It's just, if you want to see it right now, it's Instagram. Otherwise, wait for the video.
Yep. Then I was gifted a Crimson Tate shirt.
I should have bought one of those the first day. I'm mad at myself that I didn't get to do that.
So
I didn't see
that either.
You guys didn't see that? Yeah, I realized it earlier. It says shine bright in the bottom side of the shirt.
Did you not get one?
No, because they didn't have my size. So
Really?
I asked Heather if she was going to be doing some more, and she said stay tuned, and she might let me know if they're going to do more.
And then obviously,
Oh my gosh!
Bill says, I'm on the plane.
Hi, Bill. Fly safe.
Well, they just took off, so they must be landing in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, right? Because he's going to Georgia. I got this shirt. I'm not going to show you the bottom half. You can just guess what it says. And then I got a QuiltCon shirt because I got to go home with my first East Coast trip, although my not first QuiltCon, but this was my first East Coast trip with my bestest of friends. And so I got a shirt as a memory. Yes.
Well, so I did buy her that shirt.
Yeah.
And Scott would be very proud of this because Tiffany went over. She's like, I'm going to get a QuiltCon shirt. And then she came back. She said, I'm going to spend $28 on a shirt.
Sorry, honey. I think you got the frugal in me really tight now.
Sheila, you and I know Buc-ee's.
So she came over. She's like, I want to spend $28 on a shirt. And I just looked at her and went, and I walked over. I said, what size do you want?
I said, well, it is my first quilt.
She was like, well, it would be
quilt show on the East Coast.
I was like, do you want one? She was like, well, it's my first quilt show on the East Coast, but I'm going to spend $28. I was like, what size do you want? I couldn't cut her. So I bought that for her.
Yeah.
Scott said, I'm very proud of her.
And I'm not going to read it out loud, but I will show it, but I won't say the words.
You'll bleep it.
I'm going to bleep it, right? We'll do that one.
There you go.
I got some socks. You can guess the word yourself. I'm not going to say it. Yep, okay. You got the point. But they're cute. And they got stars on the bottom. And then, okay, this one's a funny one. So I was wondering, I kept seeing this bag and this shirt all over the place, walking around QuiltCon. All these people, I'm like, oh, I gotta have that. So I kept telling Becca, I gotta have that bag. Well, I found out where you can get the bag. But not only did they have a bag, they had sweatshirts. That's all they had left. They had regular shirts, sweatshirts. But I had to have it. Absolutely. So she's like, well, let's go spend $100 and get a bag. I was like, okay.
So the bag that she's talking about was, it says Bolt Killer on it.
But I got the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So it says Bolt Killer, because you guys know I totally kill out bolts. I had to have it. And then the front, it's from Sotopia. So I got that. And yeah, so Becca got the bag.
Yeah, I did. Well, so I went into the booth and I was like, okay, together we're going to try to get to $100 so that Tiffany could get the bag. And I was like, well, there's not really anything that I want, but I'll pick up a few little things because I like the stickers. It's okay. I like stickers and enamel pens. And so I was looking for some of those things. And I got a few of them. And maybe a couple other things. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
little things though.
Little things. And we get up to the counter and Tiffany was like, well, I got a sweatshirt. It was like a $45 sweatshirt
Yeah.
or whatever. I was like, okay, together this should be just at 100. And we get up there and they're like, $145. I was like,
She spent
how
so
did
much
I have
money.
$100 worth of stickers and pins? But okay. So the trade that we made is so we can both have it. I get to have the bag that says Bolt Killer, and she
And
has
I got the
hoodie.
sweatshirt. Yeah.
Teresa's,
And it's soft.
Teresa's asking bolt killer. So if you are unfamiliar with fabric, they come on
Bolts.
bolts.
Yep.
They come on cardboard.
BOLTS is what it says.
So she's got bolt killer on
Bolt
it because
killer,
she goes
'cause
through
I-
so much fabric.
Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
empty bolts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she does. Yeah.
Quickly.
And I don't know if we should acknowledge this or not, but there have been a couple comments so that you're aware. There was two people that wanted to point out that they didn't like your shirt.
Well, it's mine for pajamas and whatever anyway, and all you can see is the top stitch. So that's
And
what
that's
we
why
do.
I'm wearing the quilt over the shirt. So a couple of people have now asked, have we acknowledged it? There you
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
We're not saying the word.
Nope, not saying the words. That's why I covered half the word on my socks. It's just personal stuff for me because it's funny to me.
I just want you to be aware that there was that comment.
Yeah. And obviously, if you go to QuiltCon, you get a QuiltCon thing to go in, and so on and so forth. And
There was the comment was that they were disappointed. They would have liked to have had a heads up because their 5-year-old grandson was watching.
but I
And then-
didn't see it. But I haven't
When
set
you
up.
when you
When you lean
when you
forward,
stood-
they saw the bottom
I think
word.
when you stood
And when my
up,
shirt,
so,
when
yeah.
the quilt slid down, I think they might have saw the bottom word. But then somebody just said maybe they shouldn't have had their 5-year-old grandson watching.
Oh,
So I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Either way, Yeah.
apologies if there was any offense. There was
Mhm.
none meant.
Yeah.
Move on.
No. And then obviously I wrote
Yes,
Tiffany's
Lori.
Quilting Life, and that's how people found me. Other than that, I have nothing except for a $15 off Bernina product thing for
Oh.
you. And
How did you get this?
they gave it to me.
Oh.
They were like, "Well, it's the end of the day. Here you go."
All right.
So you get $15 off. Go spend it
Sweet.
before whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I will spend it. at
Because you're the
Bernina.
only one that has Bernina.
Yeah, and I love my Bernina. So much so, I even have a shirt.
Lots of people are now saying a 5-year-old wouldn't be able to read it anyway.
Yeah.
Lots of people are saying they love it. So
Yeah.
just keep going. I
Keep
just
it.
wanted to acknowledge.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's move on to the next question.
What's the next question?
Teresa says, "Hey y'all, I was there for the day on Friday and was so hoping to see you in person. Glad you were having a good time." Oh, we
You
missed
didn't get to
somebody.
see me? Well, I was kind of hard to notice because you guys don't usually see me with my hair
Oh.
nicely tied back.
Mm.
And I had my hair in French braids 2 days in a row, and then I let my hair down, and you guys thought I was normal, so everybody found me. It was kind of funny.
Well, I don't think it was your hair.
She thinks it's because I'm short, and you guys don't realize how short I really am.
she's very petite and she blends in,
Yeah.
right? And I think when you started driving the scooter, you stood out more.
Yeah.
And
because
And
I
then
was on a
people were
scooter.
like,
Beep, beep.
oh,
Yep.
yeah, they were doing
Yeah.
double takes,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And it's nothing against you, but like Matthew from Mixed Domestic,
Yeah.
he walked right by me, and I was like,
Mhm.
people tend to blend in.
I pointed him
Yeah,
out
yep,
today
yep.
because it was funny. You looked over and you're like,
Yeah.
"What?" And I'm like,
And he was like, "Don't
that's
you want to go
Matthew."
up there?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Why?" And then he
Yeah.
was like, "Matthew," and I was
Matthew's
like,
over
"Where?"
Also, I ran into the Doan sisters, so Natalie and Misty. Hi again, guys, because they knew who I am. They've met me before, so they were like, so happy to see me from last time. And so, hi guys. I took pictures with them. You guys get to see. They were the only ones there. And then, obviously, with Karen Brown and a bunch of other people, for sure. I wish I could blend in. I could see that from here. Yeah, he towers over the crowd, so everybody knows who he is.
Cora said, Ian, I just sent you a package at Becca's address. I hope you get it this week and enjoy it. I did get a notification that something was delivered, so maybe that's it.
Cool.
Yeah, look at that.
Lisa says, I ran into Ian 3 times, but didn't get to see Tiffany or Becca.
It was crazy.
QuiltCon is crazy. Like, it is so crazy. And even, like, I would separate from them momentarily, and somebody would come up to me and be like, oh, where's Tiffany? Where's Becca?
Yeah.
And literally, I had left them 2 seconds ago, and by the time I looked, like, they were gone. And it's just a crazy mess. And sometimes you don't even know, like, you're walking around QuiltCon almost opposite of each other. You just never know.
Yep. And the same thing with me. Like, I don't know how many times I was like, I'm trying to find Tiffany, or I already found Tiffany, but where is Ian? Like,
and to top it all off, my text messaging did not work in that building. So if they were trying to text me or find me, I'd actually have to go completely outside. Ding, 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 ding is what my phone would do. And then I'm reading, where are you? What's your booth? Where are you sitting? What is this? And then I get back to them. By the time I was in the building looking for them from reading where they are, they're already gone, texting me again, which I didn't get. Well, I guess my Arizona service does not work very well on this side of the country.
Or you could have been like AT&T on Thursday,
which
just decided not to work at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Which day was busiest in your opinion?
In my opinion, Thursday. You could not walk in the section where all the...
I wasn't really there. I didn't go into the show
beginning.
on Thursday at all. I didn't enter into this show at all. I went on a lunch break really quickly into the convention center, but didn't go into the show.
Yeah.
I felt like Saturday was the busiest.
Really?
I felt Friday or Saturday.
It was elbow to elbow on Thursday.
I don't think Saturday was busiest at all.
Okay.
No.
I think, in my opinion, Thursday was really busy and really chaotic because they hadn't done the lines and stuff. But towards the end of the day, it calmed down a bit, and Friday was a bit busier too. Yesterday, I felt like it was a lot calmer, a lot slower. But we spent a good part of the day not at the quilt show on Saturday, so maybe we missed it.
I feel like earlier in the day it was really busy, especially because like the people who couldn't go on Thursday or Friday because of work. I felt like in the morning it was pretty busy.
Yeah.
The afternoon dropped off. So I agree with like Saturday not being busy in the afternoon, or less busy, I should say. But I feel like in the morning it was packed. I feel like
I think the whole side where all the booths were, where you can purchase stuff, I think on Thursday, there was no sense in me walking on that side, although I was on that side.
There were lines for the vendors on Thursday that were wrapped around booths.
Yeah, they were crazy.
Di from Sister Chicks Quilting and I were texting earlier, and she was asking some questions about QuiltCon, and Karen Brown and I were talking about this in the afternoon because I told her about the conversation. She's like, isn't it funny how the negative rumors start so quickly? And she's not wrong.
Yeah.
People latch onto a negative rumor and then they just lean into it. But Di has already texted me saying that she heard that there were so many vendors that were just empty and not even there, and there were barely any quilts.
Oh no.
No.
Wait till you see the video.
There was about 600 some quilts there,
and I couldn't even photograph all of them.
And the vendor booths were packed.
There were so many people that you guys usually get a filmed video and then a photo version of the quilt shows from me. There's no filmed video at all because people were walking straight into my camera. It's just not happening. So all that is all dead footage. It's just garbage. So you guys are just going to get what I think are my favorite that stood out to me quilts, but there might not just be 25. So many of them. So many of the quilts were just absolutely gorgeous.
I will say, I talked with several of the vendors. I had several vendor friends that were working the show, and it was so busy that their stock was depleted. There were so many vendors. The vendors weren't empty. Like, none of them sold out everything and walked away because they sold everything out.
Yep.
But several of the vendors were
their stock was running low.
Their stock was running very low.
If you didn't do shopping on Thursday or Friday, there was a chance you weren't getting what you wanted.
I missed out on several things because I was like, oh, I'll wait until like Saturday, Sunday to make my purchases. I shouldn't have waited, to be honest, because some of the things like the
Yeah.
Crimson Tate shirt, that was
Yeah.
gone. There was a woodworker on that first row
Yeah.
who on Friday, when I went into his booth was full Friday. And by today, he had like 3 or
Barely
4
anything.
pieces left. He had barely anything left.
Yeah.
So
Most of the booths had barely anything today.
And
It was surprising I was even able to look at anything because they were pretty much empty.
yep. And talking to the vendors, a lot of them say this is the best show that they've done in a while. So
Oh, I
That
did.
was a good
You
show.
guys
It
want
was
to hear
good
one
show.
thing I did do today? Sorry, Scott. I'm a dreaming again. I stopped at the Brother booth and I watched the embroidery machine work. And let's just say it's a $20,000 machine that grabbed my attention.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. You can literally take a picture, any picture, scan it into it, and it will stitch it out.
Oh, it digitizes on the fly.
Yeah, but they don't call it that way. So, yeah, you scan in your picture, and you can stitch out that picture. And the hoop, oh my goodness. This thing was like this big by this wide. I was like, holy moly, you can hook a whole entire quilt in it and actually press a button, and bam, it's done. Like, seriously.
Susie K
It's a
said,
dream.
Susie K said maybe they should add another day. I don't think so.
No,
I
I
think
think
this
so.
is
4
really
days
fun.
is
no.
4
So,
days is enough.
When I was
It's a lot.
talking to Karen,
It's a
one of
lot.
the things that she had mentioned, because I mentioned that comment to her and we were talking about it, I sound like I'm name dropping. Her, Violet Craft, and I were talking, but I'm not. That's just who I was talking with. And so we were talking about like the quilt show and how everything was kind of set up, and she mentioned that she
Yeah,
thinks
the
what
Facebook
happens
group is going crazy.
she mentioned what she thinks happens is on Thursday and Friday you get your out of towners, and then Saturday you get your locals, and then
Mhm.
Sunday's dead because it's just the people hunting for deals.
And it wasn't even that dead because I still wasn't able to film.
No,
I wouldn't
it
have
was-
gotten
it was-
any
it
footage.
was still
It was,
busy.
It was
everybody was on the
comfortable.
quilt side though
Yeah.
this time, looking at all the quilts.
It was
so it
comfortable
was
on Sunday.
like, it was
It
okay.
comfortable.
Yes.
It was very comfortable
Yeah.
today.
Bill said, "I'm tired as heck. 4 days is plenty."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yep, it's way plenty for someone like me. Yes, it's way plenty.
Michelle the Quilter said many vendors on Instagram said they were running out of items by Friday.
Yeah,
That's not a lie.
That's not a lie.
yeah, it was
The
crazy.
Juki booth, the quilt shop that brought the juking machines in, they were sold out of
Yeah.
juking machines by the
They
like
sold well. The brother
before
when I was
Saturday.
talking at
Mhm.
Brother, they sold tons of those.
It was the same
machines.
shop.
Yeah,
It was the same shop. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
They
this
just had
is-
a Brother booth and a Juki booth.
This is a good point. Debbie says maybe some of the vendor people expected were in Florida instead because this weekend was also the Daytona show.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
heard about
wondering,
that. Yeah,
I'm wondering if maybe some wires got
Yeah.
crossed and they're actually talking about
The
Florida
Florida show,
one
yep.
instead of this one. I don't know. I just good thought, Debbie.
and the funny thing is some of the people I was talking to them, the vendors that are here are actually going to be in Virginia next week too.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they're packing up here and going straight to Virginia.
Bill is on number 2.
Number 2.
Okay, wait. Can we tell the story about why he's saying dirty number 2 is going down easy?
Yeah. We
So-
went out to eat a lot. Just say that.
So we go out to dinner Wednesday night, was it?
Yeah,
we
Wednesday
go out to
night,
dinner Wednesday night, and we go to Cheesecake Factory, and we're sitting down, and the waiter takes our drink orders. I'm sitting next to Bill, and the waiter says, "What can I get you to drink?" And Bill says, "I want a dirty martino." A dirty martina. A dirty martini. With extra dirty. That's what he said. And so the waiter was like, dirty, I got you. And he goes and gets his martini, brings it back. And I was like, what is a dirty martini? He's like, it's a martini with extra olive juice. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Ew.
ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were all
So
like,
he
ew.
drinks it. And then I think he ordered a second one that night.
And he asked for dirty.
Yeah, he asked for it. So it was a whole thing. And then the next night we go out to dinner, and he starts off the dinner. He starts off the dinner with a dirty martini, and then before it's done, he's already putting in the order for number 2. So we had 2 martinis the next night, and it became a thing.
And every night
At
he
two dirty martinis.
So he's usually on number 2. That's the whole reference to
There's
that.
been 2 questions coming in. The first one is when do you go to the Mid-Atlantic show?
So Saturday around 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
No.
10
So
a.m.
we will be there when they open at 10 a.m. on Saturday,
Yeah,
and we'll stay there until about 2 p.m.
Okay.
And the next
see,
question-
that's the driver.
And the next question from Debbie is, where will the next QuiltCon be in 2025?
It's
going to be
Phoenix,
in Phoenix.
Arizona.
Phoenix,
So I
Arizona.
will be at that one, and I'll probably be with my other crowd. Eric, come on, we're going.
And
Let's
then
pre-plan this.
there's a rumor. This is not confirmed. Nobody knows this information for sure. We find out next month in 2026. But the rumor that I have heard coming down through the grapevine is that it will be back in Austin. Not confirmed though.
In Texas, yep.
Your best
Maybe.
bet to pay attention, your best way to make sure that you know is to track the QuiltCon
QuiltCon.
website.
Yeah.
That website is always updated to tell you where the next QuiltCon is. Right now,
Yeah.
it says Raleigh, and if you did a Google search, even though you type in 2026, it's going to pull the data from the QuiltCon website, and it's going to say Raleigh,
Raleigh.
and that is causing some confusion. So if you hear people say it's in Raleigh because Google said, please disregard that. The Modern Quilt Guild has not yet announced it. They will announce it the early April, I think, is when it is.
Yeah.
And it'll be on their website. It'll be all over social media.
You're right. It was April. I thought it was
Yeah.
next.
Well,
April.
I mean, we're
April.
almost March.
I mean, it's true.
So just,
We'll see.
Anyway, any other questions?
going through right now.
Has QuiltCon ever been in California? Yes. It has been in
Was
California.
it Pasadena or something like that?
Pasadena, yes.
Yes.
It was in Pasadena, California. However, I have again heard through the rumor mill that it probably will not go far out west again due to how expensive a cost to put on the show is going to be. So more than likely, it's not going to go all the way to the West Coast. I think the furthest it is going right now is Phoenix. That could change in the future. I don't know, and again, that's not confirmed, but that is some information that I, as I understand it to be.
Yep.
Has it ever been in Tennessee? Yes, it has been in Tennessee. I believe it was in Nashville.
Debbie said, hey, Tiff, we can use scooters. Peanuts. Bill says, I need the name of the pattern. Bill, we'll talk offline.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that yet. Tracy says, Tiffany, are you staying warm?
Oh my gosh, no. Every time they look at me, I'm like, we turn the air conditioner very, very high, so we're definitely good in here under these quilts. But every time I go outside, it's.
Tiffany's definition of cool does not. That's why we gave each other. When you were talking, we were like,
Yeah.
like at like
I've been
70,
freezing.
we're like, okay, we could cut it down a couple more degrees. And Tiffany's walking around like,
I've been wearing my pajamas. I even wore my pajamas to QuiltCon today.
Susan, I can almost guarantee that QuiltCon will not be going up to the Seattle area. Again,
The
due
price
to
on the
price
East Coast.
and
I mean,
because
West
it's north during the winter, it could be fine. Everybody could get into Seattle just fine, but also Seattle could have a snowstorm where
Mhm.
nobody can get in.
yeah,
So
that's
Yeah.
right.
more than likely, it's not going to go up towards that
And-
Seattle area.
And here it rained.
It did.
It stopped. A lot of people were huddling because the convention center doesn't have very many places to stand under for rain protection. So, yeah, between all the loading things out the cars and stuff, it rained Friday in the morning and then yesterday in the afternoon on Saturday. Let me tell you, and it bothers the crud out of me because it was cold.
Deborah's asking, what is the sew along pattern that I'm going to be doing starting on my channel in March? That is showering stars.
Yep.
Showering
So
stars.
make sure you go over to Ian's channel and follow along.
Yes, QuiltCon is always this time of the year.
Yep.
February.
Phoenix broke a record today, 82 degrees.
Oh,
Oh my
fun.
gosh. Where's-
Scott, what was the weather today, Scotty?
I don't know, but he's reminding me that anything below 70 is too cold for you.
Yeah, anything below 70 drives me nuts. Yep.
Yep.
No.
They're like
with that.
whatever.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
After living in Texas as long as I have, I'm good with that.
He says hot. Okay, your hot and my hot are two different things. You know this. It was probably like 75 where I live.
Hi to Ian.
Hi.
Yeah.
What's the name of Ian's channel?
Off Kilter Crafter Ian. If you just type exclamation Ian, which
They did.
Scott did already, that you can find and click on that to go to his channel and subscribe.
Tiffany,
question.
what kind of AccuQuilt machine do you have?
I have the
Oh, yeah.
Go Baby. So it's just this little dinky thing that takes
Ooh, that's a
little
good
dinky
question.
skinny
Yeah.
dies. So it's just a little dinky thing. It's only for me to trim my scraps up. What is it?
Ian has long fingers. No wonder he gives good massages. Feels good, yeah. Sorry.
There was a question.
The really good question.
Yeah.
Did you finish answering the one question about the AccuQuilt? What kind of AccuQuilt machine do you have?
Yeah, I have the little tiny Go Baby, but it's not called a Go Baby anymore. It's called Go Me,
Yes.
Okay, good
which
job.
is little. It's literally just a little handheld thing.
Mm-hmm.
How much longer will QuiltCon last?
It's
done.
done.
It's done for the year.
We're going home tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Lily says, what was the biggest surprise for each of you at QuiltCon? You go first.
The biggest surprise was not a surprise. It was fun with my friends.
Oh, so
'Cause
that's your most.
My most whatever everything was spending time with them and meeting those of you who came to meet me, because I enjoyed. A lot of you had lots of stories similar to mine, and things that have happened in my life and so on. So you guys were very, very wonderful. And
But if
meeting
there was
me.
one thing that happened, I mean, the memories are great, but if
One thing that happened is riding on a scooter with Becca.
Okay, that was a surprise. We'll take
That
it.
was a surprise.
That was a surprise. If you
I didn't
missed
have a
it, Friday.
surprise because
If you-
I didn't really buy anything surprising. And
Well,
nobody
no,
bought
but
me
it could have been
anything
somebody.
really.
It could
That
have been something that happened to you, or you met. But you.
I ran over people's feet. I kept saying I wasn't going to. I'm a really good scooter driver. And I ran into a lady.
Wait,
and
in
she's
the
like,
same-
stop!
In the same sentence, she said, "I'm a really good scooter driver, and I ran over people's feet."
It's okay.
It's because as soon as the thing that jerked it, as soon as
Yeah.
I was getting into the elevator and it was running over feet. I don't know why it did that. Every time we go to the elevator, it jerked.
Okay, so that was yours. What
Mhm.
about you, Ian? What was your biggest surprise?
I don't really know. I've been to, this was my third QuiltCon. And so I kind of knew what to expect, and I kind of knew like what was going on. I was just surprised at how many people recognized me and like knew me, because I don't know, I don't feel like I'm that big of a person
But
on
you are.
YouTube.
You
I know,
catch
but, like,
attention.
I don't know. It surprised me at how many people stopped me to say hello
Right.
and take pictures and be just chat for a minute, which I absolutely loved. But it was different because my first two QuiltCons I was a much smaller channel, and also I was more focused at Austin. I was more focused on paper crafting at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the first true QuiltCon where I'm a quilt and sewing person. So that's what surprised me the most.
I think my biggest surprise that I would talk about, there were a lot of very wonderful memories and surprises that I made, that some of them I do not want to share because they are private moments.
Mm-hmm.
So those will stay near and dear to my heart. But one of the things that wait, hold on.
No, keep
Okay,
going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, well, did you see this one?
Yeah, that's
We're
the
gonna
one
read
I'm
that one too.
laughing
Okay.
at. Yeah.
So I think if I had to pick, the thing that surprised me the most was that people remembered me from last year, not just viewers, but
Right.
industry names.
Yeah.
For example, Chris from Rose City Originals.
Yeah.
I met him last year, and I told him I liked how his community quilt. So this guy, he does this really amazing thing on Instagram. He works for AccuQuilt, does all these wonderful things, but one of the things that he does is he takes these dice and he throws them, and it determines the fabric that he's going to use, the pattern, all
And
the
the
things.
dye that he's going to cut
And the
with.
dye that he's going to cut with, and he puts together a quilt using all that, and I like watching it, and so I told him that, and so he's doing it again this year, of course, but I saw him, and I was like, hey, I just want to take a picture and give you a sticker, right? So I leaned in to take a picture with him, and he was like, oh yeah, I saw you, I was going to talk to you, but you were talking to somebody else. I was like,
Yeah.
You remembered me?
Yeah.
Like, you remember, like, people remembered Violet
Yeah.
Craft, like, was like,
She
Yeah,
knew
the
me
Dome
too.
the Dome
She did.
sisters remembered me.
yeah, well, it's
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, people know.
Okay, so that was actually, I will say, so people remembering me was very,
Yes.
very
Yes.
heartwarming.
Yeah.
But the surprising moment was when I got to play photographer for the Don't Sisters.
Yeah.
So that was great.
It
So
was fun.
Natalie and Misty were there, and I was the first person, I think, to take a picture with them. So I keep doing the hair flip because I think it's funny and it's probably just obnoxious. So we were going into the show on Saturday, and as we were going in, we were coming down off the escalator, and I saw him getting into the line to go in, and I ran right up to him. Right up to him. I was like, oh my God, can I take a picture with you? And so they were like, yes, of course. And they totally had people around them. And I was like, in the back of my head, I'm like, do these people work for them? Or are they QuiltCon? Like, what's going on here? Am I about to be ushered out by security in a moment? Like, that's what was going through my head. So they were very kind. They took me over and they took a picture with me. They took a picture with Mary. And then they just got back in line. We went into the quilt show here. You gotta do what you gotta do. So they go back into the quilt show. And then we go out about our day, we go do some other things, and we come back downstairs, and Misty and Natalie are standing by the quilts, and a couple of people are waiting to take photos.
Mhm.
And so I just jumped in. I was like, okay, you guys want to meet them? You want to take photos? They're right there. Form a line, hand me your camera, and I managed the heck out of the project. And I was like, okay. And so like Misty was handing me her phone to take pictures of it too, and I was like, okay. And I did the same thing for Karen Brown too. When we did the
meet
and greet with her. I was like, okay, Karen, everybody's gonna want a picture with you.
Yep.
So because she always does a group picture with her group, and so the group this year was way bigger than last year. So we did a group picture, and it was wonderful. I was like, Karen, people are gonna want selfies with you. Let me just take care of this. So I was like, all right, if you want a picture with Karen Brown, line up and hand me your phone. And everybody got a selfie with Karen.
Yeah.
And I took it with my phone, and I took it with their phone, and I sent all the pictures to Karen. So she has a copy of all of them too.
Yep. So you might even see all sorts of things that Becca took the picture of.
I might do some of the content for Karen Brown and Missouri Star now. Teasing.
All right, we got let's go into rapid fire questions.
Okay,
'cause there's
I
been
like
several
rapid
questions
fire. Okay.
that have
Okay.
popped in.
Not 30-minute response.
Right?
Okay.
I can do that.
Quickly, Janice said, "I went over to Ian like we were old friends. Sorry, Ian. No, we are old friends. You are all my friends, and I appreciate
Yes.
y'all doing that. It was
Yes.
wonderful to have y'all run up to me and
those that chased after me
in the rain.
in the rain.
We'll tell
I
you
told
later.
you.
We'll tell you later. All right, rapid fire. Susan asked, where'd it go? Asked, what is the price to get into QuiltCon?
Free if you are a guild member.
And 45. No, it was
No.
40. Because I paid for the extra thing, so maybe it was 35.
It was 40 for a 4-day pass, or
Mhm.
40 or 45 for a 1 or 2 year membership.
Mhm.
And if you did that, then your 4-day show pass was free.
Yep.
So if you register for the guild, then you get discounts on classes and lectures. Your show pass for all 4 days is free, and you get to register before the general public. So join the guild.
And you get access to the Modern Quilt Guild website as
Yep.
well,
Yeah.
which has tutorials, email content, lots of extra and behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. Judy asked, did Ian fall down yet?
Stay tuned for video footage of that one.
Did you get it?
No, I got pictures, but we got other
Got
fun
pictures.
videos.
I did fall in the Crimson Tape booth.
Wait, there was more than one?
Yes. Have you met me?
He's accident prone.
I fell over in the
Oh, no,
Crimson
no.
Tape booth.
I knocked you off the bed.
Yeah. She did. She did knock me out
I
of the
have
bed.
I have a booping problem.
She did.
So I go up and boop. I
But-
boop people.
but
But
you
this
didn't
time
boop
I told Becca, I'm gonna tickle Ian. Just watch. And he's sitting on the bed all casually, we're talking, and all of a sudden I go, and he's just like starts busting up, and he went flop right on the floor, right off the bed.
The
You did.
moment he fell was hilarious because on his face in that exact moment was delight from being tickled, shock,
No.
like fear because he knew he was falling,
Yep.
and embarrassment,
Yep.
like, oh God, here I go again.
It
All in one.
was hilarious.
Karen asked, did you have quilts in the show judged? Did you have them judged, and how did they do?
No.
Becca and I entered quilts. Unfortunately, they were not accepted.
We're rejects.
That's, there's a whole hashtag. If you go on Instagram, type in hashtag QuiltCon rejects. There's a whole hashtag for all the quilts that were not included in this show and other shows. Tracy asked, did you get to meet MX Domestic?
Yes,
Mixed
we all
domestic.
did.
Oh,
We all got to meet Matthew
yes, twice. I got to
twice, too for me.
I met him and gave him a hug when he was doing his, before he
Yeah.
did his spoonflower demo. Took a couple pictures with him, and then I expected, because he said on social media he was just going to be there Saturday,
Yeah.
and so I didn't expect to see him today. And that's what
Mhm.
Ian was talking about. He was like, Matthew. And I was like, huh?
What are you talking about?
Huh? And so I actually wanted to go up and talk to him personally.
Mhm.
No pictures, no awkwardness. I had a heartfelt message I wanted to share with him, and I got to do that.
And Becca has a selfie of me with him.
I do. I have a
Not a selfie because I didn't take it, so it's just a regular picture.
Yeah, I have a picture. Tiff took a picture with him. I took a picture with him, and then we took a picture with him together.
Kate asked, do you think you are all modern quilters?
Oh,
I am a traditional modernist traditional. I take modern and traditional and go, and you guys get a pattern that's verbal visual.
That was that like surprised me at
Water.
that very moment.
you
Yeah.
said water.
Oh no, did I really?
Yeah, water.
Oh yeah, yep, oops, my bad. That's what happens when
Why
I'm
do I keep
like,
wanting to drink yours?
You can have some. QuiltCon had 2,200 entries and chose 400.
Yeah.
However, what they also did is, and they did this last year too, they worked with local guilds to bring in additional quilts to put on display. So there were over 600 quilts on display. So yes, they chose, I think it was a little over 400, but then they brought in extra almost 200.
because you have the community challenge, which
Yeah.
is the Modern Quilt Guild each year chooses a theme and a color.
They were all purple and yellow.
Yep, they were. It was
That
a
was
very
the colors.
odd. It was a very odd
Color
color
palette,
palette
yeah.
this year. I didn't.
Some of them were very, very striking, but the
Yeah.
mix of the
It was
colors
weird.
that they added with kind of just were a little odd.
This one. I don't understand Lois's comment. Not gonna ask, but you all want to know. LOL. I don't know. What
I don't
that
know.
means.
She's
I don't
probably
know.
talking to something
So,
else.
yeah, there's
Up there,
probably
maybe?
somewhere else.
Okay. Well, if there was something you wanted us to answer,
Let us know.
put
Yeah,
it in the
ask
chat.
now or forever hold your peace because I'm so tired. It's time for us to
Who were you most
play the
excited to
crash.
meet? One person.
Oh gosh, one person?
Most
One person
excited
that you
to
were
meet.
most excited to meet. Or let's do it this way. We'll change it. The one person you've never met before that you were most excited to meet, and then the other person other than us that you have already seen that you were most excited to see again. Somebody that you already knew and somebody that you didn't know.
Because I haven't met them in person yet.
No, Jenny Dunn was not here.
No. Getting to meet Mary, the crafty panda.
Oh, yeah. See, I took it for granted.
I know, I did
Oh.
too.
Because I've only video chatted with her.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Video
Awesome.
chat and
What
texting
do
is
you
all I've
mean?
ever had with her.
I
And I
know.
never got to meet her in person. So meeting her in person, she's such a sweetheart. So Mary,
Okay.
love you if you
Okay.
watch this video.
Oh.
Lois.
Oh.
So Lois said, not going to ask, but you all know you want to know. What? She was referring to
Me
the
falling off
Ian
bed.
falling off the bed.
Oh,
She was like,
yeah.
I wasn't going to ask, but you all want to know.
Yeah.
Did he fall?
Yeah.
Got it. No problem. What about you?
Gosh, okay.
New and existing.
So an existing one, I was super happy to meet up with Heather from Crimson Tate. I have seen her a couple of times. She came and talked to my quilt guild several years ago. I saw her in Austin. I just love getting to see her in person. She's literally like, if you take rainbows, sunshine, and bottle them in human form, that is her. That is 100% her. And then getting to meet for the first times Kim from Mr. Bone Sews. It is so awesome that we got to hang out with her last night and chat.
And you, Mr. Bone Sews, tried to hitch a ride home.
He did. I have a picture on my Instagram. I love it. Mr. Bones is sitting on my shoulder, and I think I want to get that framed. I really love that photo. It's so cute.
No,
about
we
you?
did. I did not see Rob Appel, so I don't know if he was here or not.
Yeah, I
I
don't
didn't
know.
see
For
him.
me, my most okay, so I this is going to be a hard one because I have to answer it from a public forum because there's personal things I don't want to share. So my most excited new person that I met face to face is a tie between the Doan sisters because they're the Doan sisters, but I feel like it is slightly trumped by Matthew from Mixed Domestic because I've followed him for years, crazy and all, and my heart hurt for him when he was going through a lot of the struggles that he had. I just absolutely, I just adore him. So I'm kind of like, I think he was probably my most excited new person. But I also was told I collect guys.
You did because you're the bear quilter.
I had an entourage for a minute.
You did.
And I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but I felt like I found all the gay men and I just started pulling them down the aisle with me.
Yeah.
It's true.
Anyway,
It's true.
so most excited new, I would say probably Matthew, or the Doan sisters, but existing would be Karen Brown.
That was my new. I didn't say a new.
So I had met her before.
That's fine.
I am a part of her VIP club, so I've had the privilege of being on Zoom chats with her. I've had conversations with her. We have each other's contact information. But for me, it was exciting because she remembered me because of the interaction that we had last year and over the past year. And so it was really heartwarming because I didn't expect her to remember me, but when we came out of registering for QuiltCon, she's staying at the same hotel that we are.
Yep.
I was walking with the girls back to the hotel and I saw her come out because she was going to the award ceremony and we were leaving to go get dinner. And I went, oh. And she stopped and pointed at me too. And she was like, Becca! And I went, Karen! And we got to run to each other and give each other a hug. And then we saw each other at the meet and greet. And then we saw each other at the show. And then we saw each other at the show. So there were multiple interactions where I saw her and she knew exactly who I was. And we had conversations. And that was just, I couldn't put it in the new category because I met her before.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
It's all about the people. QuiltCon is all about the people. She says it all the time. It really is. For me, it's about the people. The vendors is fun. The shiny thing syndrome is fun. The quilts are fun. But the people is what makes it fun for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I got to meet a lot of people, but everybody knows I don't know fabric designers. I don't know fabric lines even, but I did meet a bunch of fabric designers and learned fabric lines that I forgot already.
Yeah.
I didn't see the sewing marine, the quilting
Oh,
marine.
the quilt. I didn't see him either.
No, Mark wasn't here.
Yeah.
No.
But I didn't see him in Atlanta either, and I would have
was
expected
really
him to
right
be in
there,
Atlanta.
'cause he lives there.
Yeah. And but again, like
Some
Atlanta
people-
was different though because it was across 4 levels and in a different building.
Yeah, that
So
was a
even
lot.
just like the exhibit hall, so the exhibit hall here was all one floor. And so you were always in the same floor. You were going to run into people. You were going to see people you wanted to see and people you didn't want to see.
Yeah.
But in Atlanta,
And you can still miss somebody though too.
And you
can Yeah.
still miss
There was
Easily.
obviously you guys
Easily.
But in Atlanta, it was different because you had vendor floor 1, vendor floor 2, and then quilt floor, and so it was really easy to miss people or avoid maybe. It was a little bit different. A couple of people had mentioned about Matthew. He looks good, doesn't he?
Yes.
He
Yes.
looks and
Yes.
sounds so much healthier, so much better. I am so happy for him.
And his outfit the other day, you'll see when
Oh
we
wait,
post
okay,
pictures.
hold on. Best comment of the entire show. He had this outfit put together, and he's pressing his fabric and he's doing his thing. And he's got this greatness, like he's being Matthew, right? And somebody was like, "Oh, I love your outfit. Did you make it?" And he said, "Yeah, I totally made the money to buy it."
We were all bust melts.
I was like, "That's great." That was
Yeah,
great.
it was great, but it was nice because it had purple.
Yeah, one of my favorites, in addition to the Cape and Fat Tula, is Anna Maria Horner.
Constance is asking, is anything super special that you found there shopping wise?
Are there?
No, honestly, for me, because I don't really shop for things. I'm not really. I don't know fabric designers again. I don't know.
But it's not about
the
fabric.
fabric lines and stuff.
No, but that's not
it.
I don't
All
buy
of it,
notions
though.
though.
There's
There's
so
lots of
much.
notions I don't like. I was excited to go to the Oliso booth and ask them why my Oliso is broken, but other
But
than
no,
that,
okay, but think about the things that you did buy. Don't think
Yeah.
about the things that you didn't buy.
yeah,
You bought a hoodie that
because
you
I
just
really
absolutely
wanted it.
love.
I had to have it.
Yeah.
Yep. I did make one purchase that
Stay
I am,
tuned to Sobeka.
Mhm.
I am really excited
Mhm.
about, and I got a heck of a deal on.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you might already know if you
Stay
follow
tuned.
my Instagram. Just
Yeah.
saying.
I think mine, because I didn't really purchase a whole lot. Like I bought a little bit, but I think the biggest thing that I was excited about is that there's a Juicy Juice kit from Threaded Lines. And I'm super excited to put that together,
Yeah, I
so.
got that too. I am so glad Tiffany had a scooter, and
Mhm.
Becca and Ian took such good care of her. Thank you. I was so worried about Tiffany. Glad you all had a good
Well,
time.
Bill helped too. Bill was here, and he and Ian took turns on, wanting to push me in the when I was using the walker. They're like, "Just sit, we'll push you," and I'm like, "No, no, no." So they just stayed behind me to make sure I wasn't falling and stuff.
Some of the people in the chat have already seen the
Yep,
short.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw your short. Saw the short. I heard it goes fast, Becca.
The scooter, it goes fast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. It goes so fast.
Best memory of QuiltCon. One memory. Best memory.
No, I can't do just one.
Okay,
I can't just-
pick one. Each of us have to pick a memory of QuiltCon.
The hallway scooter ride.
Oh my god, I was gonna say that.
When we first got it, we had hallway scooter ride fun.
So the handlebars, you can twist the handlebars so
And
they lean
adjust them
forward.
forward.
And so we adjusted it so it went as far forward as possible. And I was beyond tired, so I was in my slap happy giddy.
Yep.
Same here.
So Tiffany, I'm sitting on it. I wanted to ride it. I wanted to drive it because they're fun. And so I was like, Tiffany, get on with me. And so she was like, okay. So she gets on and sits on my lap and starts driving it. And I didn't know what to do with my arms. So I
So
just
she
went
went
like this.
"Woo!" She's in a roller coaster.
So we went down. We went up and down the hall.
Yeah. It was fun. It
All
was
right, what
fun.
about, that would have been mine too.
Okay, so mine is this is the first time that I got to meet Beth from Good at Goods.
Oh, isn't she a doll?
And I am honestly like, she gives the best hugs. I
Oh.
loved getting to meet her, and we didn't really get
So-
to hang out all that much, which I really want to hang
Yeah,
out
she
with her
bailed
more.
on us for dinner.
Yeah, and I forgot to message her. Do you want to come on the live?
Oh, we already took care of that.
Yeah. So
But yeah, I loved getting to meet Beth. I want to hang out with Beth a lot more. She's just sunshine. She's so much fun. She gives good, amazing hugs, and she's just an amazing person all
So
around.
here's one without even having a question for it. Content creator wise, who was all here?
So
We
we
had
had
The three of us.
Tiffany, Ian, me, Janine from Janice from The Right Way, Sean from The Guy Who Sews, Katie from Greenland Quilter. I'm going
Donna.
through my head. Donna from Handmade by Ying, Stephanie Harris from Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter.
Yvette from Yvette Renee.
Yvette Renee was here.
Did you say Greenland Quilter yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
did.
sorry.
Sewing with Lelaine.
Sewing with Lane. Yep.
Hold on. Tucker from Tucker Sewing.
Tucker was
Tucker.
here
Yep.
too.
And that's one of my happy things because I got to finally see Tucker.
Russ from Quilt Meets World
Yep.
was
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
I'm trying. So we had a meetup. I
What?
had started a meetup, and it wasn't supposed to be like exclusive,
Yeah,
whatever.
it was
We
just
were not
whatever.
trying to exclude anybody. We wanted it to happen organically.
Mhm.
And so we just decided, Tiffany, Ian, and I, and Donna, I
Yeah.
think, and Stephanie had decided we were going to be there. And we just told them, hey, tell whoever you want. And so it organically grew, and it was really
Yeah.
a lot of fun. So you got to meet, I was more interested in it because I got to meet other content creators, but
Yeah.
some subscribers showed up, no big
Yeah.
deal.
We had subscribers and content creators.
There were some other content creators that weren't, so I was rambling off the list from what I remembered that showed up at the meet and greet.
Yeah.
Yvette was there, you were there, Donna was there, Ian was
Yeah.
there, all those folks were there. But I know there were other content creators that I don't know about
Mhm.
that I do know about that weren't there. So like
Yeah.
Misty and Natalie
Yeah.
were there.
And then Mac, Coach Your Crafting.
Yeah, yep. See, she was.
Yeah,
and we
she
saw
was
her,
there.
but she
And
wasn't there.
then, who else? Chris, Rose City
Chris,
Originals.
Yep, Rose City Originals was there. Todd, the bear quilter. but he wasn't
Obviously,
there.
Mr. Domestic,
Mixed
mixed domestic.
Mhm.
But that was in
And
that
I think
same
I
day. I don't
did.
think he was there
I
that
think
day.
I was calling mixed. I think I was calling Matthew he, and I really should have been calling him. Or calling Matthew they. So just.
I just say Matthew. 'cause
It's
that's his
easier.
name.
It's
Yeah.
a little easier.
There was a
But
couple others.
there's a lot, but there's also a lot of quilty content creators
Yeah.
It's
who
impossible to
are
remember them.
not
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of us.
lot of Instagram and like there's
Yeah.
a lot of
Mr.
different
Bones So
Mr.
wasn't.
Bones
So
So,
like the
yeah.
list could keep going on.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
So-
it's different platforms, not
Right.
just YouTube. A lot
Right.
of different platforms as well.
So the reason why I bring all of that up, like I don't know what will happen in the next days, weeks, whatever, and I just want to make sure that you know that what we did on Saturday was never intended to alienate or outcast or ostracize anybody. So if somebody comes out and says I wasn't there because I wasn't invited, that's not how it went down.
We posted it on social media for
It was a
whoever to
last
come.
minute,
A last minute
organic thing.
decision.
If you didn't go, you either chose to not go or you just didn't know that it was happening.
Yeah, because you didn't see the posts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Which it's hard to keep up.
Yeah,
It
and
is.
I only
It
posted
is.
I only posted to YouTube's on my community tab this whole entire time. And when I go to the
Yeah.
next quilt show, if I will make a reminder for that, it's only going to be on YouTube on the community tab because I can't keep up with all the other social medias because I'm not at home, so it makes it hard.
See, Joe Carmel was here.
Oh, I
Stephanie-
missed her.
They said Stephanie Stitches was here. I didn't talk to her. I didn't
Yeah.
see her.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't see. No, I didn't see. I was
Caroline
wanted
Moore.
to see Joe.
Yep, Carolina Moore. But
Yeah.
see, like there was,
There was a
of
lot.
people. There was a lot of people. This is the year where I feel like the content creators really showed up.
Oh yeah,
Like
there was a lot of
Yeah,
us.
there was a lot of us there
Yeah.
for sure.
and I kept running into a lot of them. Oh hey, I know you from. Oh hey, I watch you. Yeah, it just was constant.
Yeah, yeah.
And they knew me too because they follow my channel as well. It's kind of cool.
Slay Arts.
It was funny because Chris from
Rose City Originals.
City
Yeah, he knows me.
He
That's,
like I saw him and I pulled him aside because I wanted to take a picture with him and talk to him and all that kind of stuff. And he saw Tiffany and was like, "Oh yeah, I follow you."
Yeah.
Like she didn't even ask or anything. He was
Yeah.
just like, "Oh yeah, I watch you. I follow you." So I was like, "Oh."
So he already
okay,
knew.
all right. It was cool. It was really
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I Laura Mormino, she said she was like I said,
Oh, I
like
didn't see
I've
her.
talked to her a couple
I
times.
want to
She's
see
nice.
her.
She subscribes to me. I don't know if she watches, but I know
Yeah.
she's on the subscriber page.
Yeah.
So listen, at the end of the day, there were a ton of people here. I didn't get to meet half of them.
Nope.
Some of them I didn't even know they were here. Some of them I did, but
It's
I
hard
just
to
didn't
keep up
have
with
time.
everybody's social
Like
media.
Beth, we were supposed to get together.
Yeah.
Mac, we were supposed to get together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you just
I didn't even
lose
see her on the
track.
way out either.
Yeah.
I was
Matt?
like, I said I would see it, and never even got it. So that's why it's so big. You say you're gonna see someone, and then we'll catch you on the way out. Nope,
Yep.
you didn't see each other again.
Yep.
So
I was
they went
so-
quick like that.
Yeah, it really does. I was hoping to connect with some of my friends, and I've literally seen them for like maybe 5 minutes and said hi, and I'm not gonna get to hang out with them unfortunately because just time ran out. Everybody was so
Can I get a
busy.
question?
Who was the guy with the pink blazer? I'm not sure who they were talking about.
Nope.
I'm not sure either.
So it depends. Without seeing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. So I think I've answered all the questions. It sounds like maybe we acknowledge there were lots of people there.
Yeah.
I don't know if we said everybody's name.
Yeah.
Again, that is not meant to slight anyone.
Anybody
So,
we said any names? Go check out their channels.
yep.
And
if we
or
didn't say your name,
Instagrams, and if
go
we didn't
check out
say
their
it,
channel.
go check out their channel. A lot of them have little links on my thing. You can type !friends and get that.
Okay, let's just move on to the last quilt. The last question. What did you think of the show-winning quilt?
So I'm gonna be real honest, and I am going to say that I think it is up to each individual's personal opinion,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like I should be adding my commentary.
No, I have no commentary for the winning one. Sorry.
Oh, she's talking about the what is his name? With the earring, the glasses, the bright jacket. You talked to him in the affinity space. I can't remember.
Ben Mullet.
Thank you.
Ben Mullet.
Phil Mullet.
Love him. He's awesome. I actually met him back in, I think it was Austin. I think it was back in, no, it was Phoenix. Excuse me, in Phoenix.
Yeah,
I met him in Phoenix. He's great, and I love all the things that he does
Yeah.
on his social media. So I actually interviewed him for a previous employer. I did an interview with him for it. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, somebody put it in the chat that it's very heavy content on
Yes,
the Winnie Quilt.
yes.
So
Yeah.
we won't say anything about it because it's really not something we should.
And
talk
I
about.
actually didn't even take pictures of it because it's too much.
Tiff, your face says a lot. Well said.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep,
No,
yep.
All right.
that's okay.
Well, it's been an hour and a half.
Yep. We're going to get going, guys, because it's late and I'm on a different time zone. So in my real time zone, I would be normal, but this time zone, I'm already accustomed to and I'm pooped. So we're going to get out of here. So, Scotty, I love you. And I'll see you when I get home in another week. I got another week. I got another week with these two.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
everyone.
See ya.